Hello folks and welcome. Linux Mint 21.3 Xfce desktop. So I'm going to be talking about custom themes, custom icons, custom mouse pointers requested by a subscriber on how to do this. I'm going to show you this, and I'm going to show this in a very simple way. You don't need any coding skills, just a bunch of point and clicks. Very simple stuff to do. So you're watching this on Linux for Seniors. You can subscribe with the icon in the corner, and I recommend that because this video is going to be more than 15 minutes. And I'll explain the full procedure, how to install themes, icon sets, mouse pointers, and also do troubleshooting in case those things don't install properly. I'll even show you a quick way to replace the Mint icon too. So the desktop doesn't look normal. In other words, it's may not be a set that you like, but I'll show you a website that has over 1,000 of these things. Again, I'm going to talk about this in very simple formats, so anyone can follow this. So welcome folks. Filming in 1920 by 1080, you can adjust your YouTube player accordingly. You are watching this on Linux for Seniors. You should see an icon floating about if you're not a subscriber to subscribe. If not, go find me on YouTube, Linux for Seniors. Now, let me first talk about this logo to get this out of the way. It's the quickest thing in here. So properties, right click on the icon, your Mint icon, properties, and you can change your appearance. You can put custom text, just make sure it's icon and title and type in what you want. And then for the icon, you can bring in your own. Sam is our user for today. It's just a made up name. So Sam brought in his own icon folder and dumped it in his documents. And then you click image file and you find your path and you pick your icon. If you want to pick something from the system, then you go to all icons. If you want something minty, as in green minty icons, type in Mint. Then you can get those nice minty icons here from Linux Mint. Okay. Let's talk about settings. Appearance. When you use the add button here or here, you're going to be adding themes, which are called styles. Or if you're adding icon sets, they're going to be installed in only 2 locations in your system. The same thing with mouse pointers or cursors, you can also use add. That's the mouse cursors are installed in the same locations as your icon sets. All right, so we're going to be using that add button in a minute. So let me give you some examples of different themes, for instance. Again, this may not be your thing. But if you want to do this, I'll show you how to do this rather easily. So I'm switching to some of the ones that I've installed. The system installed a whole bunch of these also for you. Okay, so I'm just giving you different ones that I've installed. And at the top, I think there's a couple more. So Candy icons, or Breeze is already there. Candy, Futura. I'll leave those up for a little bit. All right, so where are these things installed in your system? So again, Sam is our made-up user for today. And you can click View and Show Hidden Files. Control H. So I normally create this folder, and sometimes this one. However, if you're using the automated tool here, under Appearance, when you use Add, if it is a theme, it creates this folder called dot themes. It's a hidden one. It has a period in front of it or a dot. If you decide to install an icon set, like as in this one, Futura, it installs it in dot icons. So these 2 folders here, I can also manually create, and I create this one quite frequently on all Linux distributions. To give you an example, the standard mouse cursors, you can also install manual cursors here, but they're picked in here. So your default mouse cursor for Linux Mint, for instance, is default, and you have probably this one also and some others. So Linux Mint installed these in USR share icons. So as a developer of any Linux distribution, that's where they normally install their cursors, if not always. USR share icons. We're not going to talk about that folder today. So I'm using this one. This was manually installed, so that is not in US or share icons. That one's actually located here. Hopefully that was clear. So as I'm installing these things from the appearance screen, whether I hit that for themes or icon sets or mouse pointers, it generates these folders if they're not there. So again, mouse cursors and icon sets go in here, and literally themes or styles go in here. So what's in here? These are all in nice, neat containers called folders or directories. This over here, the dot icons folder, again a hidden folder, is also in nice, neat containers. This is intermixed. That's the name of this mouse pointer, cursor. That's obviously Candy icon sets. Futura is the icon set you're currently looking at. So the Skurum is actually a mouse pointer. I'll back this out to over here. I'm sorry, I clicked on a different theme, but more importantly, this is that one right there. Okay, so I'll back this out and click back in here. We'll go back to something darker maybe, if you like. Okay, we'll use that one. So I'll click this back. So dot icons contains mouse cursors and Candy icons and Futura icons and other icon sets. And also, again, mouse cursors. The dot themes are all styles or themes. That again looks like here. And I'll point to them. Gnome Professional is right there. Lay in Dark Solid is this one right here. That's what this looks like. That one right there. It's exactly that same icon set. The Gnome Professional is that one. So far, so good? Okay. How do you get these installed? Well, I have them sitting in here. Your icon set will look a little differently. You will have a Warpinator folder in there because with 21.3 it installs it here. But these are all compressed. And you'll notice that this one is in tartar, that one is in tar.xc, that one is in tar.gz. You're probably picking up on this tar thing. Tape archive. Maybe you've seen some of my videos where I do backups using tar. Regular tar is not compressed. But if it's in GZ or Xce, they're compressed. So where do you get these files? Well, let's talk about the website. All right, Linux for Seniors is my YouTube site. You can get that link through here. If you're a new subscriber, don't forget about this magnifying glass right here next to the Community tab if you're using a standard browser and not this one. This one here, you can just type in Mint if you're looking for videos on Linux Mint. Finds anything that has to do with the word Mint in it. If it's just Xfce, then type in Xfce. There's a video on MX, Linux Mint, Debian, Manjaro, etc. Okay. Now I'm going to click that. You can read my mission statement, why I do these kind of videos. And here is a link to xfcelook.org. 827 mouse cursors. I'm currently using this one. So you can click that and go find the appropriate one. I'm using this one right here. All I got to do is wait for that to count down and click. Both GNOME and xfce-look.org are now using sponsors. That's a great thing for the Linux community to see because a lot of folks do a lot of free work. I also have this mouse pointer. It's located right here. And this is what that one looks like. Kind of a weird, strange looking one. Same deal. Click. Oh, they have two of them. That's right. They have the sword, which is that one, or the trident, which is this one. That one is also in tar.gz, compressed. So you can click it here or click it there to download it. You get the idea. Now let me move on. There's also a search feature up here. I'm just punching in radio because I'm looking for radioactive. That's another mouse pointer that I have installed. And I don't have that open, so I need to open this back up. That's this one right here. Because this one has a very good explanation of the stuff I've been talking about. Dot icons, your home folder. So you as the locally logged in user can install stuff rather easily in that folder. The developers of Linux, Mint, and other distributions normally install their default mouse pointers and US or share icons. I used to show how to install those on my previous channel. I don't deal with that anymore. So dot icons for home users is what I recommend. You can still install them there, but you have to have root permissions to get into that folder to install and remove anything. All right, there's only one file on this one. It's this one right here. So we have cursors, we have full icon sets. Same deal here. You click on something you like, it doesn't matter what it says, download it. A lot of them will say plasma or something. Don't worry about it. Just download it and try it out. If you don't like it, delete it. All right, GDK 3s and 4s is what I recommend for Xfce for Mint. And again, the same deal. Just click something. And looks like you got lots of choices here, different colors and stuff. Try something out. And these are in 7Z. So they're compressed a little differently. Okay, so let's click on one of these maybe. I don't have one of these. Let's do the blue sky. And you have to wait until it counts down. It's just letting you know that this supporter is supporting this developer here. And that's a good thing, actually. They give them a mini tip for any time you download these things. All right, it's finished. So themes, icon sets, and cursors is what you can find on this nonprofit website. Okay, so it's finished with my download, so I'm going to close that and go install it. So I'm going to first open up this tool here and appearance and see if we can find it. All right, it was, I don't see it in there, so let me look at the actual folder. And Blue Sky Darker is what I'm looking for. Ah, here's another one of those that's not being shown in here. So that's okay, that's not going to stop me from installing this thing. So anyways, as you can see, this is a perfect example of your installer not seeing a file. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 items. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 items. So it's not seeing this in this installer. So that means that the regular add button is not going to work. So let me find out what this is first. This is a theme. It doesn't say cursors. So right click, extract here, Blue Sky Darker, cut, and we will find the .themes folder and paste that. And let's take a look at it. Doesn't look much any different than other sets. Let me try a different icon set and see if there's any change. Well, there is a lighter color one, but anyways, let's try some other icon set with it. See what we can pull out. We'll just use olive. And yeah, it does have some interesting color icons. Very bright and powerful, kind of an intermixed. Control H. But more importantly, I just showed you how to install a theme with the installer failed. It didn't see the file. So when I went into here, it didn't even see it. It's not there because it's in 7Z format. That doesn't mean I can't use it to try it out and play with it, because I'm using it. So let me go back to settings. Because I'm using Blue Sky Darker. I just installed it manually. It's installed where again? Control H. It's in .themes. It's right here. So if I didn't like it, let's say I tried it out, delete, it's gone. Okay, I'll switch to that now in a different icon set maybe. It's that easy. It's very quick. Okay, so another example of a failure would be if I got rid of that radioactive mouse pointer, for instance, and I try to install that manually. Let's first make sure that you understand that it's gone. There's no yellow in here, no radioactive, it should be in here. So, sorry, I didn't mean to close that. Clicking around too much. Add, downloads. This one it does see. Open. Remember, it doesn't install, it installs our icons. It goes into your icon, your mouse themes. But I didn't get an error, did I? Nope. It's not in here. So let's find out about where it's at. So there's something wrong in here. Let me make this a little bit different for you so you can see solid icons in here. What you will do, it really doesn't matter. Okay, first of all, that's wrong because the paintbrush in this case is not in a nice container. So this is a mouse pointer. So it has a cursor folder, right? That was that skirm mouse pointer. So this one belongs where? Well, it says radioactive on it, so we know that's part of that radioactive theme, but it didn't install properly. So that file to me is garbage. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take that radioactive compressed file and right-click and extract it here. It extracts into a nice container called a folder. We are good to go. And it needs to go in here because it's a mouse cursor. Now it's in a nice container, and more importantly, we can pick it from here. And there is radioactive. Okay. What if I didn't do this nicely? Let me delete that again. Okay. So it's no longer found because I deleted it, and that's what I'm trying to get at using a file manager to delete these things because there's no uninstall in here. You can do that with mouse cursors. You can do that with styles or themes and icon sets also. All right, I'm going to do this a little differently this time. I'm going to go to the downloads folder, and a lot of people do this also. They'll go like this: double click, extract, extract, and close. And that's also incorrect because you have an index theme that's sitting here with a cursor folder that doesn't belong anywhere. I'm going to create a folder called X. I'm going to take the index theme and throw it in there, and the cursor folder and throw it in there because they belong together. Okay, then I'm going to take this X and cut it and toss it into my .icons folder and let you see that the mouse cursor radioactive is in there. And the only reason that's there is because the X folder has an index theme that says radioactive on it. That's where it's getting its name from. But more importantly, I can use it. And it's active. Now, anytime you're changing cursors or themes or anything, I do recommend that you log out of your system. Okay? And all of these things look different. So, switching to that. So if I was using the different icon sets, like rainbow, for instance, the login screens are looking a little different, aren't they? Yeah. All right, let's clean this up. So I'm going to get rid of X. So we're not going to leave that like that. And again, my recommended is just to right click and extract, and it extracts it into a nice folder. So take the folder or container or the directory in this case and dump it in your .icons folder. Okay. So a couple of tips again. This icon, right click, properties, appearance. Put your title in here if you want, icon and title. Bring in your own folder, use your own icon, or pick something from the system If you want those minty icons, type in mint. There's the minty icons. There's a couple more downstairs. And close, file manager time. Control H, remember that for hidden? Control H. You can either manually create the .icons folder and the .themes or have the system do it for you. If you install a successful theme through this area here, if it's a style or a theme add, it creates this folder, .themes. If you decide to install an icon set, hit add, and this folder is missing, it'll generate that one. If you're not installing an icon set and you're just installing a mouse cursor, it'll install it in .icons. And if it's not there, it generates this folder. Keep in mind, these are all installed by you. They're not installed by the system. That's why I generate these folders usually on my own. And then I put my mouse cursors in there manually because I can put them in there manually faster than I can install them. And I also have a 100% success rate when I do these because I do them manually. And you recall that I did Blue Sky was not available for your install when I did the appearance section. It doesn't even see that folder. Sorry, I'm trying to get this open for you, but Blue Sky is not in this list because it's in 7Z format. So you'll run into that occasionally, but that doesn't mean you can't use the theme. You saw me use it earlier. I just manually uncompressed it. And where does it need to go again? .themes. Themes go in here. Another name for that is styles. .icons, you got, what goes in here again? Mouse cursors and icon sets. Okay. Website again is you can go through my own YouTube site if you like. If not, go find this you can either go to gnome-look.org or xfce-look.org. Icon sets, cursors, GDK 3 and 4 themes. 1,533 of those themes, 1,690 icon sets, 827 mouse pointers or cursors. You can do point and click, you can do a quick search. It's all up to you on how you want to do that. Thank you for watching.